You could just see the water pouring in from the ceiling, and it was running down the walls and on the bottom. And standing down there with Janice, all I thought was, when is this gonna end? The consistent reminder of having to see the way he has left us. Oh my God, it drives me nuts.
Nice weather's finally here. Today's gonna be a good day. What I'd like to do is you guys start in the basement, rip down the walls, the rest of the drywall on the ceiling, pull out the insulation. Let's take a look at the foundation. I'm gonna be working in the cold room. I wanna pull up the stone today just to take a quick look to see where the water's coming in, what they did in changes, and we'll know whether or not we need to dig a hole. You ready? Let's do this.
We're just in the demo day here. We're looking for any water leaks, any other issues, structure issues that we can find in here. The drywall's pretty beat up and half the demo's been done for us, but we're gonna finish it off, clean it up, pull the nails, make it safe, and then we start building new.
One of the reasons I was called in here was that there was a leak in the cold room, which they turned into a hot room. I'm gonna rip it down and see why it's leaking. So somebody went to an extreme. They've actually put up a open cell spray foam.
That was nice of them, eh?
That was really nice of them to spray foam it. I mean, I love it. You never insulate a cold room. As a matter of fact, never put anything in a cold room that can mold. Ooh, that sounded hollow. Supposedly, there's a window hiding. I'm gonna see if I can find that window. I have an idea where it might be. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Dummies, who does this? This is underground. To close that window in is a very foolish thing. We have to have air in a cold room. That's it. There's no heating, no ventilation. So you have to, by code, have outside air coming in to keep it from going stale, from molding. Just keep fresh air in the room. That's the whole rule here. I'm gonna pull up some interlocking stone at the front door, and I guarantee we're gonna see no caulking where the concrete meets the house. You don't see cold rooms in basements much anymore, but they can be an energy-efficient way to preserve food and provide extra storage for non-perishables. So, what does a cold room need? Concrete walls, floor, and ceiling, because concrete is porous and allows moisture and air to move through it easily. Don't insulate the walls of the cold room. The air needs to stay cold and moist. No wooden shelves. Pick something like plastic shelving that doesn't mold. The door to the cold room must be an exterior insulated door with weather stripping at the base, because you don't want the cold air transferring through the rest of your basement. And finally, make sure the room is vented to the outside. If you're gonna go to the trouble of having a cold room, do it right. Well, you know, the concrete pad is right here because it's dropped down in front of it. The window is on the high wall right here. It's full of earth.
Looking in the basement, there's an electrical outlet right there, but in the basement, too, around this bay, there was still a lot of water sitting at the top of the foundation where the brick meets.
Well, how many times do I tell people, don't put shrubs by your window? What do you do?
Yeah, maybe.
Water it. You're watering the house. I'm just gonna pull this back just so we can see the window.
Okay.
Oh, righteous.
Perfect.
Well, looks like they had an in-ground sprinkler. That's ridiculous. It's a window well. That is freaking brilliant. Now, that window is in rough shape. One thing you don't do is close up a window well where there's a window. You don't close that in. That window was the function of the air inside the cold room. We need that fresh air coming in. The other issue is because they brought up everything against the house. Here, right here, is the foundation wall. And by code, we want to leave at least 6 to 8 inches of foundation exposed. It's all that moist earth against the house that will ruin the brick. When we're ready, we'll pull up the rest of this, figure out how we're gonna change it all, and how we're gonna dress it back up again, and keep the window. There's a reason for taking everything down. I'm not gonna just come in and put in some lipstick mascara and make it look like a beautiful basement. We take it all down, we start again. Why? run all new electrical, run new plumbing. And when we do a basement, we do it right the first time. Now that almost everything is down, it was quite easy. We did it all in one day, exposed that we have a window in the cold room. If you look around to every single window, we can see that every window in the basement has what we call a dirt zone. It shows that for whatever reason, the window walls were filling with water and cascading through the old windows coming down the wall. All of the windows have been replaced and supposedly stopped the water from coming in. And we really don't know that because there was walls up, there was insulation up, you can't see it. But what I am going to do is these windows are a little bit on the cheaper side, new windows. We're gonna replace the hot water heater, and we're gonna do this for a reason. This exhaust has been known over the years to actually take families out because if it can leak inside the house, you fall asleep, you never wake up again. So we're gonna do it the safe way. We're gonna do a direct duct outside, and that's the only reason we're replacing it. Other than it's a little bit small, we're gonna put in a bigger unit. We're probably gonna keep the bathroom at this point here, redesign the whole basement. It's a big basement, but this is where we come in, rip out all the bad stuff that the contractors came in to do. These are the guys that took about $15 million from all the wonderful families in this neighborhood.
Looking forward into the future, there's nothing more satisfying knowing that this is gonna be completed and we can finally appreciate our entire house. We looked into all the financial aspects of the business, but we never actually looked at the practical aspect of it.
Go talk to the homeowners. Man, did he start on time? Did he finish on time? Was he courteous? Was he clean? Did he charge you more money at the end you didn't expect? You talk to everyone. If you're gonna invest that kind of money into someone, you wanna know who he is, where he goes, how good of a worker he is, and what everyone thinks about him. It's the first thing you should have done. That first, I'm sorry.
As you can see, we're down to the bare bones here. We're starting to put everything back together. We got pretty lucky here as a small demo. The guys are starting behind me before another crew comes behind them with the framing. This is gonna be our main living area here. Transition past a double-sided fireplace. We've got our theater room on this side, which will be nice. Finish that with nice TV. Adam's here, he's installing a small bar area. We're gonna use this area a little bit entertaining. They like to have people over. We have our furnace room on the left. We still have our under the stair storage on the right. And in here, we're relaying out the bathroom. Now, the bathroom before was a little jumbled, it was a little small. We're gonna rework the walls in here, rework the plumbing, get them a nice finished shower in here, keep the storage room they had, all the while maintaining the workout room that they had at this end of the house.
For insulation, we're going to be using comfort board directly on the interior of the foundation wall and a comfort bat insulation right in between the studs, 16-inch on center. And that's going to give us about an R20 overcoat for the basement. It's going to keep it nice and warm. Today we have the bros coming in to replace the intake and exhaust ABS pipes from the furnace and change it to what we need, PVC.
We've pulled out the old ABS, and we've replaced it with the 636. This is what's the new code right now. The code stated that the old ABS, the glue, what was happening, it was coming apart. So that means you're leaking carbon monoxide into the house. So with the new system they came up with, the glues are a lot more adhesive. It doesn't come apart, so that's the point why we have to change it. We don't want to come and test this every year.
Here's a big point of entry for water. They flushed the window right to the concrete here. Virtually impossible to caulk. The metal's expanding here. It's opening up. Got a good 3/16 hole right here. Water's just saying, come on in.
We're pulling out these metal frames that are around the window, and that's structure. If I just pull them out, that brick over top can sink in over time, and that's going to be an issue. We're going to be installing a steel lintel above foundation to hold that brick up in place. Install new windows, and what this does is solves the water problems and structural.
We're almost done our framing here. We've got our bulkheads in, our walls up, ready for insulating. The fireplace was our biggest design challenge in this end of the basement. To gain a little more floor space in here and to get the look that we wanted, we knocked the apron off the front of it and the back. So it's a nice, clean, straight to the floor look. What we've done, instead of using a gas unit, which we normally would, we chose to go with 2 electric units. They're gonna pump a lot less heat. You're gonna be able to select the heat you want, and it's gonna be a nice, modern look for what we want down here.
Today is to tear this out completely. It's not functioning. We got water seeping in behind the pad. Interlock on screenings that holds water. We have all of our soil grades way above the weeper lines for the bricks, so we're gonna have to take all that down. It's kind of the perfect storm for moisture everywhere, and that's what we want to get rid of.
Weeping holes are necessary so brick or stone houses can breathe and dissipate moisture. In this case, many of these holes in the brick have been covered up, so it's no wonder there's water penetration in the basement. Just think about the exterior envelope of this home and why we need these holes. From interior to exterior, there's drywall, insulation, framing, sheathing, and building wrap. Then there's an airspace of about 1 inch before the brick. That space is there so that if any water does get behind the brick, it can either dissipate or flow down and then out through the weeping holes to the exterior. This helps keep moisture out and the basement dry.
We're gonna tear all the grades down, get it down below the brick line at the concrete and a nice flow away, and it'll be great. That'll solve all water issues.
We're switching the panel today.
That's less work for me.
Yeah, I got
Hang on, up.
level.
How many guys does it take to level a panel, boys?